Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
It just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They just not gonna want that. Run through a motherfucker face, then you don't have to worry about them no more.
Derek Smalls is here November 6th. He's at the Welters Theater.
Yeah.
You guys have to go buy tickets. They have to. I'm commanding them.
Command them loudly, please.
November 6th, you are going to the Welters Theater. What are you going to see, Wilco again? Yeah. Go see somebody that rocks the fuck out. Go see Derek Smalls. Wiltern.com, DerekSmallsMusic.com. It'll be up at jmohr.com. So do that, Warriors, November 6th. Also, the other dates, I'll get them out quick in case they tap out of the podcast to do something else. November 9th, Mohr Theater in Seattle. November 11th, the Vogue Theater Vancouver. And then November 14th, the Warfield in San Francisco. These are not, these are like real rock and roll rooms.
These are not dumps.
No, these are not dumps.
These are not bloody dumps.
These are not bloody dumps. These are good.
By the way, if you see bloody dumps, ask your doctor.
I will.
Yeah.
That's to remind myself when I eat beets.
Yeah, that's good. Well, yeah. But these are proper rock venues. The Warfield's my favorite place to play in the world.
Really? What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they treat the artists with respect. I'm sure all these other places do too, if they're listening. But the Warfield, Tap played Warfield a couple of times, and it's like the spread they put out in backstage is like the best, and they printed up a big old style San Francisco poster for us the first time we played there, as if we'd been there in the 60s, which we never were.
You never were?
No, we never got to.
When was the first time Spinal Tap played? When you said Tap, for the listeners, Spinal Tap, obviously Derek Smalls is the bassist for the iconic band Spinal Tap.
Yeah.
His new album, Smalls Change, Meditations Upon Aging, it's really good, man.
Thank you.
And it's really bass. I mean, it's absurd to talk to a great bassist and say it's really bass heavy. Yeah. But I'm a fan.
Well, and that's ironic.
Of great bass lines.
You should say that, because I kept saying to the producer, more bass. So I guess we're all right.
Well, you should. I mean, if you're the front man of your own band.
Well, you'd think, yeah. What else am I going to say?
What makes somebody treat an artist right? Like, I'm a comic, so all I know is, is the room temperature water in the green room, and can we start on time? That's like the height of them, like, treating me well.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's this great spread that they put out in the dressing room. Foods.
Feeding
many
Derek
foods.
Smalls many foods.
Many foods of many nations. And then, as I say, putting out getting this designed and printed, this poster, as if we'd been at the Fillmore or something.
They made the effort.
They made the effort. They showed they cared. Which I don't know if they did care, but they showed.
No, they cared. Yeah. I can assure you. So, Warriors, go online and get those tickets November 6th. Let's start this tour off right at the Wiltern.
It's not just me.
No, it's
a band,
yeah,
and a symphony orchestra, and special rock and roll guests, which we're not announcing yet, but big names.
Yeah, usually
not long names.
Usually, well, not really. A couple of one-syllables front and back.
In rock and roll, you got to have a short name.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I saw a clip on YouTube. Usually, when they say special guest, it's like, all right, here's some session guy that I don't really care much about. No. I saw you with Steve Vai. Like, that's a monster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's a big, scary monster on guitar. Exactly. Is it intimidating?
By the way, no, he's a sweetheart. But I did make a mistake with that rule about you have to have a short name in rock and roll, because I forgot about Joe Bonamassa.
About whom?
Joe Bonamassa, guitar god Joe Bonamassa.
That's pretty long, but yeah. It sounds like you're saying onomatopoeia in a different language.
It does, but I'm not.
No, you're not. I know you're saying the name
of
a guitar legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Vai, one syllable.
That's it. Now you've got it.
Nigel St. Hubbins.
There's David St. Hubbins.
What I said, Nigel. I'm mixing up your bandmates here.
Mixing up my Nigels with my Davids. They're not they're ex-bandmates.
Yeah.
I've left the band. Well, the band has left. I mean, we've left each other. There is no band.
Are you when you leave a band, when a band's no more, it's a bit of a death, I guess, because that's your life, that's your sustenance, that's your living for a very long time. So there has to be, I would assume, a liminal time and space in living without that band structure. Did you find that to be hard to acclimate to?
No, I just got depressed.
Okay. Some people would say that's the hard part.
Well, but that's the adjustment you make.
Okay.
That was my adjustment. And then I did other things. I co-hosted a competition show in the Netherlands called Rock Stars with a Z competition, and we did really well. We were beating the hell out of Dutch Idol, and then they, for some reason, decided it was going to be changed to Tomorrow's Hip Hop Heroes with a Z, and I was out. I think it was, they were going to either keep me or the Z.
But where if they brought in like Ronnie Pudding?
It would be.
The guy you replaced in Spinal Tap.
Yeah, that would be.
Now he's doing Hip Hop Heroes.
Yes, well, that would be the worm eating its own tail, wouldn't it?
That would be pretty bizarre.
Yeah. And then because that's a night job, that telly show, so I was working out during the day in the gym like you, except I wouldn't run out of breath going up the stairs.
All right, before we recorded, I went up a flight of stairs to grab water, and I was bizarrely winded. I think you're underestimating the import of you, Derek Smalls, sitting here being interviewed by me.
Yeah.
In my mind, it's a bit of an adrenaline dump. It's pretty exciting.
Okay, so that was why you were
part of it, sure.
Yeah,
definitely part of it.
Okay.
Like, I got to get back downstairs. Derek Smalls is sitting in my house.
Okay.
Alone.
In fairness. But so I was in pretty good shape, pretty good nick. And a friend of mine said, well, you could come work in my club in Latvia. I said, well, who's the band? He says, it's not that kind of club. And it was called PK Huntington's. And it was a club where ladies come to watch gentlemen dance, basically, with their shirts off.
PK or BK?
PK Huntington's.
PK Huntington's.
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 Huntington's, you see what I'm saying?
I do see.
And it was a good gig for a while, but...
you were dancing because you were in shape.
I was dancing because I was in shape, yeah. Well, I was dancing and I was in shape.
Was it hip-hop heroes type music, or...?
Well, no, it was basically kind of 80s funk, just a booty-moving music, I would say.
Yeah. Did you get to choose what you danced to, or...?
No, it was a club choice.
A bit of a drag, right?
They knew. Listen, I didn't care. I was... the problem I cared about was people seemed a bit... confused about where to put the tip. So it didn't.
What's protocol for?
Well, with women, it's right in there. But I think
the G-string, right?
Yeah.
No, I meant the amount.
Oh,
I wasn't going to get into
what you will.
Anything.
It's not like
there's no amount that's insulting to a male dancer at PK Huntington's.
I think zero.
No tip. So
no
somebody
tip.
A quarter between your cheeks, that's fine. As long as just add to the kitty, that's fine.
Ultimately, yeah.
As long as it's plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As long as it's legal tender.
Right.
I think they call it that.
It is called that.
Yeah. I don't know why, because it seems more hard than tender, but...
Well, it's Dutch.
Yeah.
These are Dutch, big, heavy coins.
Yeah.
So since we touched on it, what's protocol as to where to put the tip if you're dancing? Are you nude when you're dancing?
No. I'm wearing proper... Well, not proper trousers, but, I'm covered where I need to be.
So, Derek Smalls, if I'm a lady and I want to go see...
Wait a minute, I just want to visualize that first.
Please do.
Yeah.
Slowly.
All right, then.
I'm not clean-shaven either.
Really?
I'm leaving the landing strip. I'm tired of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the back?
That's clean.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a windshield.
Okay. All right.
No flames coming out of the back of the Batmobile.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, I got the vision now.
All right, fine.
Yeah. You're a lady.
If I'm a lady, I want to go see men dancing at PK Huntington's.
In Latvia.
In Latvia. Oh, Latvia. I thought it was in Holland.
No, I moved.
You moved from, you were in shape. Yeah, I got
to
you.
Latvia. Yeah.
If you're wearing proper trousers, I would think that'd be a little disappointing, especially if it's a star.
Well, I didn't say proper. I mean, I said I'm covered.
I said proper trousers.
Well, I didn't mean proper trousers.
Oh, whatever you mean, I'm down with it.
Okay.
I'd like to know, what are you dancing in? Because if it's a star like Derek Smalls...
Well, it's sort of an abbreviated bit of shorts.
Short shorts?
Kind of, yeah.
Would you call them hot shorts, like the James Brown...
Hot pants!
Hot pants.
Hot pants!
Hot shorts. I said hot shorts.
You said hot shorts.
I'm all mixed up. I'm mixing up my funk.
Yeah, you are.
So
you're still out of breath.
No, I'm not.
Really?
Very calm, cool, and collected.
Good.
couple bassists we've had on the podcast.
Who?
Duff McKagan.
Yeah.
When I asked him, he's become a dear friend. I asked Duff.
Is that what I'm in store for?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Is that the point of this? This is Jay makes...
Isn't it the point of life?
Jay makes friends by having him as guests on his show.
Isn't it the point of life? Just to bob along and collect positive electrons?
I guess so, yeah.
Collecting light?
Point of life.
Duff McKagan, I asked your thoughts on Derek Smalls, and his text back to me was technically perfect. Love him.
That's sweet.
I asked Bootsy Collins,
Bootsy, yeah.
a friend,
yeah.
who about Derek Smalls,
Yeah.
and his response was, he a freak.
Oh, nice.
So which one is more
He a
in
freak.
line with
He a freak? Yeah, I'll take that.
Are you technically a perfect freak?
It's nice of Duff to say that, but you know, that's the goal. That's the goal. You want to be technically perfect, but I you know, do you hit your goal every time you go out on stage?
No.
Okay, that's it. You know.
Oh, time-wise, yes.
Well, yeah, of
if
course.
the goal is 1 hour,
If the light goes on, you go off.
I don't need a light.
You don't need a light.
I don't need a watch.
It's inside you.
It's just 32 years. If the show stinks, it's them. It's not me.
Of course, yeah.
I got it down to a science.
Of course,
like
yeah.
you playing bass guitar.
But so you know what time it is at all times?
Not at all times, but there's markers. I'm aware.
How long have we been talking?
I'd say right now we've been about 16 minutes, 17 minutes.
I think that's long.
I don't think so.
I don't think we've been.
How long have we got here?
15 minutes.
I was off by a minute. I was long by a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't want to waste your time, so I added a minute.
Okay, thank you.
When you are in a band like Spinal Tap.
Yes.
And it breaks up.
Or for that matter, Spinal Tap.
Yes. Or for that matter.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, your mom left to join a jazz band?
Well, it was, a swing organization called the Hottentoties.
So the band then becomes sort of like a de facto family.
Yeah.
Because you're raised by a single dad.
I was raised by a single, but he was great.
Yeah.
He was great, yeah. Duff Smalls, the great Duff Smalls.
So in the dynamic of Spinal Tap, who in the band was your mother?
Ooh. I don't know if I had a mother in Spinal Tap. I had brothers.
Even in work and life, no mother. Presence.
Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Well, you are, literally.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like.
I mean, not literally, because...
No, because I had a mother.
Right,
Yeah.
but she bounced, she left.
Yeah, she left. We didn't hear from her again, even when my dad died.
So have you had a mother figure in your life ever? Has there been a woman in your life that...
Oh, there's been women in my life, yeah.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah.
You're a rock god.
Yeah.
Capital G on that one.
Yeah.
But has there been a mother figure for Derek Smalls at some point in the journey?
I think I was my own mum.
Really?
Yeah. I think I mothered myself.
Well, you have nothing to go by. There's no diorama for you to study, so that you're more impressive than you even let on.
Well, I knew what I needed.
And that was?
Mothering. So I did that to me.
Step one of Derek Smalls, mothering Derek Smalls. What was the first thing you had to go to? What was the first step?
Sympathy.
Something good. Letting yourself off the hook.
Yeah.
Taking it easy.
Yeah. Just, it's okay, mate. It's okay.
It is okay.
It's okay.
That's great, man.
See? Yeah. I mean, my dad did a bunch of that too, but he was busy, with his work, and when he was not around, it was left to me.
Strange job.
Sanitizing phones.
Yeah.
Not really. In Britain, it was big. We were very germophobic for
very
a while.
dirty hands, or just
Well,
germophobic?
these were the old style telephone handsets.
Right.
What's up against it all the time? Your bloody mouth, mate.
And yeah.
Well, forget your hands, your mouth. It's just a germ pit in there.
Right, but Derek, I'm the only one using my phone.
Maybe.
I mean, is that like in England? Is that a problem?
People come over. Can I use your phone? Well, no, I don't want the germ. You don't do that. So this was to deal with that problem.
So your dad hand sanitized phones.
He'd come and spray this
meticulous work.
Yeah, it's handwork.
Yeah, like you.
But, excuse me?
You do handwork as well.
Oh, I see. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah. I mean, that's both you and your father.
It's not a hand job, though.
No, it's not a hand job.
It's handwork, but it's not a hand job.
Both you and your father made a career using your hands properly.
Yes, that's correct.
For others.
And I often think that if he'd been alive today, with these things, these cell phones we've got, these are the dirtiest these are the germiest things on the planet Earth, and he could have figured out a phone sanitizing app and made billions.
Or gone mad.
Why?
Because of the amount of germs and the amount of the
But the app would take care of it, you see.
He's got to get through all the germs, though, to get to the app.
Oh, he has people in China doing that.
He was a fighter.
Hmm?
He was a fighter.
Oh, he was a
would have
fighter.
fought through the germs and got to the app.
But he would have just hired people in China to fight through the bloody
I like your
germs.
style.
Thank you.
How'd your father die?
He had an infarction.
Oh, what?
Oh, an infarction?
An infarction.
An infarction is a hot thing.
Infection?
Infarction.
Infarction.
INFARCT.
Literally,
Infarction. Infarction, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Don't have one.
I don't plan on it.
Okay, well, going up those stairs like you do.
November 6th, Welters Theater. Corey and I will be there. The listeners of the podcast, because my last name is Mohr, they've become known as Warriors. It's a nice way to sell T-shirts.
Yeah.
Derek Smalls, does your fan base have like a clicky, clubbish name like that?
No, nobody's thought of one yet. You know, the smallers, this doesn't mean...
I wouldn't rush it.
I wouldn't, you know, let it develop.
What are you, 60,
organically.
62? How old are you?
Thank you, mate. You're better at time than you are at years.
No, I don't
No,
know.
I'm 75.
You said, well, then, get on it.
Yeah, I should
top
get
of
on
that.
it, yeah. Make America Great Again is taken, right?
Right, but why limit yourself to just America?
Well, because I'm British.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Thank you. I try to be fair at all times.
I think you're very fair.
Thank you.
Is that sort of the job of a bassist to be that? Because the bass is such an even-keeled instrument.
Yeah.
It's the backbone of the whole operation.
Yeah. You're the grounding. Every electrical. Think about it this way, Jay. Every electrical circuit has to be what? Grounded. Grounded. That little pin.
Right.
I'm that little pin.
So the rhythm section in a band, the spine, is the bass and the drums.
Yeah, the drummer is more. He's more showy. He's
The
more
timekeeper also.
Well, sometimes the bass player does that. I mean, listen to Motown. It's all the bass, and then the drummer just does these fills every 8, you know, bum ba da bum bum bum, and then he goes away. But that James Jamerson kind of thing that's going on in Motown, he's keeping the time, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I think bassists in comics, we're just sort of timekeepers. We manipulate time, we bend it up.
Yeah.
What I was going to ask you is I hate to keep circling back to Spinal Tap, but it's a big part of, it's an enormous part of who you are, is when you keep losing drummers by death or by accident, mishap, or misfortune.
Yeah.
How hard is it for Derek Smalls to be that backbone when the other part of the backbone keeps disappearing?
Well, that puts the anus on me to be the chief timekeeper, and a new drummer would come in, and I'd say, well, this is how we're doing this, and show him, and then he'd go off on his own. But it was down to me, really, with all of that. I mean, the curse...
Did it affect you the most, would you say, out of all the band members?
I had to deal with... I mean, they wouldn't really talk to the new drummers a lot, because they thought it was a waste of time. Why bother making a contact?
Foreboding? Like they knew it was going to go away? Or?
Well, yeah, sure. They knew it was a curse. So they figured, well, let us know when you've sort of broken him in.
Right, and if he's still alive.
And if he's still alive, well, he's in.
I don't know if there's any other band that's had to cycle through that many different pieces. Like the Black Crowes go through lead guitarists. They've gotten like their 6th.
Yeah, see?
Mark Ford, Audley Freed, Luther Dickinson.
Well, look at you. You're a regular pedia.
Like the Stones replaced Mick Taylor and Brian Jones. That's, but Ron Wood's Ron Wood. He's the guy.
You're a rockopedia.
Hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Do you know of any other band that's had to replace members as much as Spinal Tap has had to replace drummers?
I don't. It's a curse.
Why have a drummer then?
We got to have a drummer.
No, you don't.
Rock and roll, you got to have a drummer. It's in the book.
Says what book?
In the book.
The rock and roll
book? The book
Moby
of
Dick?
Moby Dick.
The book of AA?
No, the book of rock and roll.
You have to have, there's bands without bassists. The Doors never had a bassist. The Yeah
The Doors never had an organist, if you ask me. But
I agree with you. I just fell in love. I'm so sick of Ray Manzarek's rap. How he started everything in rock and roll, and it wasn't all about Big Jim. If animals could talk, Derek Smalls, which one do you think would be the rudest?
The rudest in terms of the way they speak.
They're the most rude, most offensively rude.
Wallaby.
A wallaby?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
The wallaby. Because people think he's so cute, so warm and fuzzy, and you just go, fuck you! Fuck you, mate.
Right.
Fuck you up the bloody ass.
I love it.
Yeah, that'd be your wallaby talking.
When you're doing these shows, I saw you with a symphony, but there was also a second symphony.
Yes. Oh, you were at that show?
No, I watched it.
You've seen it, yeah.
I don't know if I can bring up the internet as much. I've been avoiding it because I know you had an internet addiction.
Well, I've gone through, 2 bouts of treatment for that, so I'm all right.
Forgive me, but it just seems very broad. Like internet addiction seems very. It's like having an air addiction.
No.
Enormously broad. Because you go online every day for everything.
Well, I couldn't. That's what I was doing too much. It's like if you got all your air from one little box and you sat at your box all day, and somebody said, you could get air just by walking about.
I'm doing fine right here with this box, though.
Yeah, but it's an addiction.
So
wouldn't you want to get out and do something other than sit and inhale at your box all day?
I understand what you're saying. It depends on how happy that made me. So there's a risk reward to any addiction. So you were addicted to the internet. Is anything specific on the internet? Was it like
no?
porn?
It was just had no.
Just logging on.
Just had to be there with the screen. And my then girlfriend said, "This is a bloody addiction." And haven't looked at me in 2 days. And I said, "Well, look at you." But that's another story.
You're hilarious. So it wasn't like a specific group of sites, websites. Most people would just immediately think pornography.
No.
Internet addiction, quote unquote.
Of course. There's porn.
But you don't strike me as a porn guy because you're a bassist, you get chicks, you got your own rhythm, you dance to,
That's right.
You dance to Hunkertons.
I get the Hunkingtons.
Huntingtons.
Yeah, it's copyrighted.
I changed it. I'm opening a competing place across the street.
Excellent idea. Hunkertons.
BK Hunkertons.
Clever. They'll never catch you.
It's like a 97-cent store across from the 99-cent store.
Yes.
Just to shove it up his ass.
Well, do you know in Britain there's a chain called TK Maxx?
No, I did not know that.
Yes, it's true.
Really?
Yes. So that's how close they get.
Which one was first?
I don't know. It may be the same company.
They both won already.
Yeah.
If we don't know.
And you know how in oil of Olay, this cream that women used to use, in France it's called oil of Olaz.
Really?
With a Z instead of a Y. So you're onto something.
Yeah, okay. You know what always blew my mind is the guy that eventually bought Armand Hammer was named Armand Hammer.
Is that true?
Yes, it's true. I'm not kidding. What's
really?
Armand Hammer bought Armand Hammer.
Really?
Yeah, and like nobody talks about it.
Well, didn't Jim Chevron buy Chevron?
I don't know. So was it the act, like
just the act, the connection between me and in those days it was the computer. Now it would be the phone, I guess, telephone.
So pre-internet.
No, not pre-internet.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh,
pre-internet.
Yes.
Where would this energy have gone? What have you had addictive issues before?
No.
But you seem pretty cool. Like you can handle it.
Yeah, I didn't. I had a pipe, but I never smoked it. It was just a stage prop.
Really?
Yeah, never touched it. Never touched any of the drugs that the other lads did. I'm not casting.
No, you're not judging anybody. Aspersions?
Aspersions, that's it. But infarction is real.
I never heard that word before. Yeah, I learned a lot from Derek Smalls today.
Well,
you're a wise dude. I think like anybody that kind of hangs out with you for a little bit, they leave smarter.
They think, what a bloody sage.
They what now?
They think, what a bloody sage.
Right. With the Brits, every time you guys say bloody, I just think literal blood.
Do you really?
Because it's not in my lexicon. It's not.
You're visualizing somebody
like bloody
in a lotus position with blood all over him.
It's an instinctual thing. I have to reprogram myself. So you never had.
What about bleeding? Get off your bleeding ass. Do you think that somebody's got a bleeding ass?
Well, that's what you're saying.
No, it's not. It's like
it's literally what you're saying.
Well, yeah, but I'm not speaking literally.
Oh, you're speaking figuratively.
I'm speaking British.
Okay.
Get off your bleeding ass.
Right now?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Buy a ticket, mate.
November
Get off your
6th,
bleeding axe. Yeah.
Wiltern Theater.
Wiltern Theater.
Are there any of these, like the Warfield, your favorite place you performed?
Ever. Never been to the Mohr, never been to the Moors, but never been to the Mohr and never been to the Vogue.
And that's November 11th is the Mohr in Seattle,
Yeah.
Mohr Theater, and the Vogue Theater in Vancouver. Excuse me. But it all starts November 6th. It's all about that first show, I guess. How nervous? That's too broad a question. So I don't want to say like how nervous do you get, because there's what you can't control. Yogi Berra said if people don't want to come, we can't stop them. So once you know you've done all
there's a bloody sage right there.
that is a bloody sage.
Yeah.
Once you know you've done everything you can,
Yeah.
once you know it's full, it's sold out.
Yeah.
Is there angst going on stage, and if so, what is it rooted in?
The bloody words.
The words of the songs.
Yeah.
Memorizing them?
Well, they're memorized, but just getting them out
Is that
in the proper order. Well, they all come. I mean, I wrote them all,
Right.
so they all come from the same place.
Your throat
No, I mean up
Or
here,
your brain.
up here, yeah, above the throat.
or the pencil.
Yeah, above the throat.
Do you write online? Are you able to go on the internet now to work on your music?
No, I don't do that. Why would I do that?
Ease, efficiency.
On the internet,
Yeah.
I use a computer, but I don't connect it to the internet to write songs, because somebody could go, oh, let's go hack into Derek's computer and steal his songs, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, so I don't do that.
They could also walk into your home and steal your notebooks.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't keep notebooks. I mean, on the computer, but I don't connect it to the internet.
Is that a gateway? Opening the computer, do you get anxiety? Do you get like sort of sweaty? Or
No, I mean...
it's all done, this addiction.
Yeah, I mean, the first time it didn't take.
Am I talking about this too much?
No.
Is it a 12-step program? Say that again, not enough?
Not enough, yeah.
Not enough people are talking about it?
You're not talking enough about my addiction right now.
Well, yeah, if we can help somebody.
So I was at this facility, southwest of London, called Crosswinds, and the first time it didn't take, came back, did the course again, second time.
Is it a 12-step program?
Bob's your bloody uncle.
Bob's your bloody uncle.
Yeah.
Bob's your bloody uncle?
Bob's your bloody uncle.
Figurative.
All figurative. There is no Bob.
Is it
Do you know, by the way, the second half of that?
No.
Americans don't tend to know that.
I didn't know the first part.
Bob's your uncle, meaning everything's sorted.
I'm writing that down.
Yeah. Go through this course, Bob's your uncle. Or as I said, Bob's your bloody uncle. But
And the second part?
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt.
I like it.
Yeah. And of course, Fanny is double meaning in Britain.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
So, is a 12-step process to be off of?
It's not 12 steps.
It's a program.
Yeah, it's a program.
Okay, and the first time it didn't take, was that because of your own reluctance?
Because of my own stubbornness, my own love of my own addiction, my own... I mean, we're talking a little personal stuff here, but, it's just
we can help somebody.
Refusal to let go, you got to let go.
Whose hands do you most admire to look at? So you see, there's somebody in your life, you look at their hands, and you just think, what lovely hands.
That's a good question. Not for me, but for somebody, yeah.
Oh, we can pass.
Okay. Let me think about
What?
Well, I did. When I was a child, I liked to look at the Queen's hands, but a bit wrinkly now.
That's a great answer. I'm glad you took it.
She was a lovely lady when she was, a lovely lady, and then...
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle, yeah.
Fanny's your aunt.
Fanny's your aunt.
If you could come on stage to theme music, what would you choose? But it has to be something in the catalog of music. Like boxers walk into the ring or fighters walk in,
I think the Ode to Joy.
Ode to Joy?
Ode to Joy, Beethoven's Ninth Climax. It's a bit like,
no.
Here he is, now, come on, you know you want him.
Best possible answer I could ever imagine.
Yeah. Ode to bloody joy.
So we're all going to pile into the Wiltern and see you November 6th. Smalls Changes the album.
And lots of... Can I mention some of the guests who are on the album?
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to...
No, on the album.
On the album you can, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Please do.
Steve Vai, Joe Satriani, Rick Bloody Wakeman, Donald Fagen, the Snarky Puppy Horns, Paul Schaefer.
That used to be Donald Fagen's nickname, too. The Snarky Puppy Horns, right?
Yeah.
Horn,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, you know that band, Snarky Puppy?
Yes.
Yeah. You're a music fan, I know.
I am a music fan. So I interrupted you. Who else?
And Michael League, the leader of Snarky Puppy, the bass player. So we do a bass off on the record. Who else? I think that's it.
Steve Vai and Joe Satriani.
Not on the same song.
Yeah, I was going to say that's.
Oh, Dweezil Zappa. Sorry, forgot about
I
Dweezil.
love Dweezil Zappa.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He plays.
What was
on
the
song.
album? My Guitar Killed Your Mama.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so far out, man.
Yeah, he plays on my song MRI.
It is like amazing how many musicians respect Derek Smalls that would like Steve. You had me at Steve Vai.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Steve Vai to me is just unquantifiable, uncategorical. He's just the ether. He's his own thing. And
Have you met him?
No.
Lovely man, lovely bloke.
Like I love his stuff.
Yeah.
I love what he, like Ballerina when he does it. He's so conceptual in everything he does, and it's a
Yeah.
big fu to everything.
Talk about technically perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is technically perfect. He is.
Satriani and Steve Vai in the studio at the same time. Is that
No.
You keep those guys apart at all times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Who's the bass counterpart to you? Like, don't let Derek Smalls and the other bass guy.
Well,
It's on.
It's on. I would melt into a little puddle if I were in the same studio with Bootsy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Let's make that happen.
Yeah,
Bootsy's a good guy.
make it happen.
Yeah. Since
I
he's
saw Bootsy. I saw Bootsy on stage in 1979 at the Apollo Theater.
with Funkadelic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's interesting, Derek. He was on the podcast, and I think we got to it like about an hour in, but I didn't really care. It was all about the JBs. It fascinated me that he was 19, and he played with the JBs. And I'll share this with you. The greatest thing to me ever said on this podcast was said by Bootsy Collins. He hadn't been paid. Him and his brother Catfish hadn't been paid yet by James Brown, and they had the same business manager somehow. And the business manager said, "Tell him you want $250 a week each, and tell him I said it's okay." So they had to go to James Brown's hotel room. He says, "Come in." The door's open. Everything of food is just everywhere. He's just it's like a savage, just eating, just conquering life. And they go, "Well, so and so told us. James told us, we should get $250." Real meek little kids.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "He told you that? I'll give you $300. Now get out." And Bootsy said, and back then, I'll never forget it. Do you remember this? He goes, "Back then, that was like $1 million." And then he looked up. He goes, "It was $1 million." It was $1 million.
Yeah. Great story.
That's like, we got to get Derek Smalls and Bootsy together.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to melt.
Well, turn the aircon up.
Okay. DerekSmallsMusic.com. It's a great website. As I get older, I'm realizing what they mean by easily navigated website. As a kid, I'm like, I'm just trying to jack off. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I like how everything drops down. These are nice changes.
Well, everything's an art, isn't it? And so, designing a proper bog is an art,
I believe so. Is that a name we're allowed to talk about here?
Yeah, let me put it where I can read it.
A certain drummer from a certain
Oh,
band?
sure.
Taylor Hawkins?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I forgot to mention all the drummers on the record.
I'm pretty fired up about
Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers.
Looks like Will Ferrell.
Jim Keltner is on the record.
I don't know who that is.
Jim Keltner is a look him up, mate.
Well, you can just tell me. You could be my
I
oracle.
I want to tell you to look it up.
What a creep. Jim
Keltner. He's a legendary L.A. drummer. Played with everybody in rock and roll. He is like the drummer. You know what that means? Like the
spell
you are.
Oh,
No,
I don't know what that means.
Okay, like the original drummer from which all of the drummers.
Is that a real word or is that British stuff?
No, I didn't make it up.
So Jim Keltner.
You're looking up right now, aren't you? Yeah.
Taylor Hawkins. I don't want to
Chad
mess
Smith,
with that internet addiction.
Greg Bissonette.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean,
Taylor Hawkins can sing too.
Well, we didn't let him.
No, good.
No.
And everybody's intact. So when you...
Yeah, now this is interesting because you talked about the
I'll be the judge of that, but...
Okay. You going to start now with the judging?
No, I know it's going to be interesting because you're
Good.
fascinated.
Good, I needed that feedback.
I just have to be a creep.
See how I mothered myself to make it...
I do.
Yes,
that.
yeah.
Very sweet.
Thank you. So, I forget what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So the tap thing with drummers. Yeah, I know a little about this because... do you want to stop for a minute?
No, my stomach. That was very bizarre.
It wasn't me.
Here's a drummer.
No, I know where it was.
Yeah, usually it's Corey's guts. So the tap drummers versus
drummers. Okay.
That sounded like hounds really far away. Like I had to go across a river to get them off my scent. What a great sound that was.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Now I know. I better get on. Here they come.
Where's your shake?
See, that's how I get the chicks.
I don't doubt it.
But
all these drummers are still alive.
yeah, so I'm going to explain this,
Okay.
and this is going to be interesting when we get to it. Being a Satanist myself,
Satanist.
Satanist myself. Yeah. Don't look at me funny like that.
I'm not. I'm
Okay.
looking at you admirably.
Thank
That you're that committed to something.
Thank you. No,
that black and white.
Yeah. Well, that red actually.
Red all over.
Yeah. So I'm familiar with the devil's hang-ups, shall we say, and he's hung up on the number 3.
Well, the Trinity, yeah.
A, and then B, 666 is just a bunch of 3s.
Right.
So what were we in Spinal Tap? Mainly we were 3, David, Nigel and me. So the drummer was disturbing that trinity.
Wow.
See, now I'm 1. I'm a 1. And so all the drummers that have played with me report, I checked with them, of course, afterwards, because they
With Satan?
made it. No, with the drummers after
Okay.
they played on the record, because we had to buy them insurance and everything. Never felt better, mate. Never felt better.
Because they weren't the fourth. They weren't the add-on.
That's right.
That should be public knowledge. That's really
Well,
fascinating.
it is now.
It is now, right.
Assuming the public listens to this.
Like, all they do, we just broke it. Like, it had to be 3.
Yeah.
It just had to be 3.
Yeah.
The evil Trinity.
Yeah, see, Satan knows. Satan knows.
Doesn't he always know?
Well, yeah. There's a song on this about that. I mean, a record on a song on
A song on the album,
yeah,
Small Change.
called Held to Pay, which we do live too, which is about how Satan thinks he looks now.
Track 11. I got to like track 8, and then you were coming over because this got put together quickly. But I'm going to tell you this, Derek Smalls, I'm going to listen to this all day, a lot, and tomorrow I'm in.
Put it on repeat.
I am.
And leave it alone.
I'm thrilled.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled you were here. And everybody, let's go to the Will Turn, November 6th, Mohr Theater. You guys already know the dates. It's Derek Smalls, and he's 1.
That's it.
He's 1.
Yeah.
He's You are brother.
But I'm him too.
You are him. Capital H.
Thank you, yeah.
Brother man, rock on.
Thank
Thank you, everybody. Put your name on it.